So I'm shooting this on my Insta360, which I got for a dash cam for being able to drive Rideshare. And I just cleaned up my car and got it all ready with all the amenities and everything necessary for Rideshare. And I just got approved yesterday for Lyft and today for Uber. So I'm going to do that because I'm having a hard time getting a job that really is going to seem to work out well for my situation. February, I was in Michigan and was really not doing so well, and I ended up in the psychiatric hospital. They kept me there for 2 weeks, and my family stepped in, particularly my daughters. They sent me to a rehab facility here in California called Pacific Shores, and I spent about a month there, and now I'm living with my daughters, who are we're in Huntington Beach. So over the course of from February to now, which is beginning of June, I've been trying to get set up with some sort of a part-time gig, and also getting my health set up with different doctor visits and everything. And I just saw my psychiatrist for the first time. And so everybody seems to be pointing at bipolar with me, where I was thinking I was just a unipolar depressive. Apparently not. Apparently I'm bipolar, and I need to understand that, learn from it, and get better. So, yeah, I'm going to start ride sharing either tomorrow or the next day and see how that all works out. And hopefully it'll get me back in track and other things I need to do. Get some Tai Chi going, stuff like that. But it's been a crazy ride. The last few months have been just major changes and a lot to take in, a lot to keep up with, but I think I'm on the right track now. I'm actually feeling better, a little bit more positive about my future and what, seeing things differently, seeing things in a more positive perspective. So yeah, I'll check in with you later about this rideshare thing and let you know how that goes. I'm a little bit nervous, but anyway, sure for that. So I went to the doctor this morning. I saw my psychiatrist yesterday, and I went in for blood work today. And then I came to the library to do some studying for my 107, which is becoming a certified drone pilot. Because as a rideshare driver, one of the biggest recommendations there is for rideshare drivers is that you have a plan B. Well, I happen to have a plan B and a plan C. I am currently enrolled in 2 different classes for being a bike mechanic, and so that's one of them, and one of them's coming up in July and one of them's in September. It's June now. So that's not right away, but it's getting there. It's getting closer. And the other one is that I got this 360 camera that I'm talking to you on. I'm also using it as a dash cam. What is going on here? There, jeez. And I'm gonna try with the drone. I'm gonna try and do like virtual house tours. Do the inside of the house, do the outside of the house with the drone. Maybe the drone will end up being used for some surveillance stuff or something like that, but that's plan C. So I got B and C. So plan A is, for the time being, to just do rideshare, just to make what I need to make. And I don't need to make that much because, since I already have Social Security, I've only got to, make a fraction of what other rideshare people need to make. So that's good. But I finally I made up some fake stickers because the stickers aren't here yet, and I put them on the car. I got everything. Everything's pretty much ready. I mean, I've got everything. I mean, I've thought of everything. I've overthought everything to what it would be to do this, and I'm just really putting off this first ride, and I don't know why. I don't know what my problem is. I guess it's just like a first day of doing anything. It's just, you just have nerves and jitters and all that. Plus, it's so unfamiliar to just pick up a stranger and drive them somewhere and that sort of thing. So I'm not really sure how well this is going to work out, but I'm going to try it now. And it's I don't know what time it is. What time is it? It's 1:30. Maybe I ought to do like 2 or 3 rides today, just to kind of give it an idea. And I also thought I'd time it, throw a timer on it, and just do some timing to see, you know, how much is it really, you know. I mean, it's kind of all over the board when you watch YouTube and all that sort of thing, so not really sure what to expect. So anyway, I'm going to flip the camera over into loop mode, which is what I use for a dash cam, and turn on the app and go pick somebody up. Just do it, and hopefully, you know, it'll serve its purpose and get me on the plan B or C. So I'll talk to you later. Well, I got through my first day. This is my second day, and first day was kind of slow at first. I had one person that just disappeared. I guess that's a cancellation. Another person was a no-show. So from 1:30 to 3, I was doing nothing. And then 3 o'clock, it just went pop, 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 pop. And then I quit at 7. I had made my daily amount that I needed to make, and it was all right. You know, I mean, it's not my dream job, but it's going to get me to where I want to go. Today I just had the same thing happen where I had a request, and they said, yeah, I'll be there, and boom, gone. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that, whether those are cancellations or not. Since I'm so new, I really don't understand the ins and outs of this gig, but I'm guessing that that's just cancellations and people doing that. So anyway, yeah, yesterday went okay, and I'm feeling a little bit better, a little more confident about it. So we'll see how today goes. Okay, so I'm on day 3. Did a little bit better yesterday because I was running both platforms at the same time. Found out the good ways and the bad ways of doing that. I'm in a real low light situation, so maybe I'll just back out here real quick and get into some sun. So I figured that out, and it's definitely an art form to running 2 apps and 3 maps at the same time. The CarPlay really works well. Really works well with this rideshare stuff. But what I'm trying to do today, I gassed up because I want to just see. I'm not starting at 1 o'clock today. I'm starting at 3 o'clock today, and so I'm going to go 3 to 7 and see if I can make $80. Because that would be ideal if I could make $80 in 4 hours. And then what I'll do is I'll figure out how much it actually costs me to do that, to find out how much I'm making. So that's what I'm going to do today. We'll give it a shot and see, and I'll get back with you tomorrow to tell you how my money went. So today's the 4th day of doing this rideshare thing. Yesterday I took down some data because I wanted to figure out what I was actually making. I drove for like 4 hours, 100 miles, put $14 in gas, yes, and $12.5 in depreciation on the vehicle, $9.68 into maintenance for the vehicle, based on national averages. I didn't put in the car payment because you pretty much got to have a car anyway, so the car payment's really not part of the equation. So judging from the income that I made less those expenses, it came out to $14.20 an hour, which is lower than California's minimum wage of $16.25. So I'm obviously not doing this right. I got to work on it some more. I either have to work 5.6 hours instead of 4 to meet my budget, or I've got to like get another ride per, not necessarily per hour, maybe just one more ride might do it. So I got to figure out the filters, work on the filters. What I'm going to do now, since I'm up in Fullerton for a knee injection, I'm going to go back down toward Huntington Beach, and I'm going to run the filter for location, for destination filter. Then when I get there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a filter for stay in the area and accept all rides. And I want to just on the Lyft platform. I'm going to see how that works, and I'll work those numbers up and see what happens. But got to get this up to $20 an hour after expenses, or this just is a no-go. So we'll work on it. We'll see what we can do. So I don't think this recorded last time, but so this is about 5th day and things are going a little bit better. Weird thing is though, is that as soon as I gave Uber my debit card to attach for payment, somebody started using it for rides in San Francisco. I've got absolutely nowhere with Uber customer service. They are horrible, beyond horrible. And so finally I had to contact my bank and have everything all changed and disputed. And finally Uber called and said, well, give us some screenshots. And I did. And then they said, oh, okay. And they, instead of just trying to refund the money, they gave me one of the fares into my account. So they really didn't understand what was going on. I got hung up on twice. Couldn't understand some of the people. I don't know where they were from. But yeah, the Uber customer service is just horrible. So let's hope they're... So I've been ride sharing for about a week now, and getting my ass handed to me because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm watching a lot of videos. Watched some interesting videos on cherry picking, and I think that I'm going to try that today. I'm just going to drive Lyft because I drove Uber yesterday, Uber and Lyft, and Uber kept me busy, but it was all just really short trips, back to back to back to back, but I did horrible on money. I made like $12 an hour by the time I was done. So far I've only been doing like 12 to 15 dollars an hour, which is like not worth it. I'm going to learn how to maybe do a little cherry picking and see if that will help me. So that's what I'm going to do today.